Okay, I put my hands up. I admit it. I'm starting to get addicted to DayZ. I can't describe what's going on here because there's so much running around with nothing to do. But I'll put my hands up and say, I'm starting to get DayZ-itis. I think I need to lay down. God help me. So in this video, I actually discovered something called I Survive, and it's a map that gives you an overview of the different towns and the different locations. Now, as a new player, this is invaluable, but it doesn't solve everything, because the biggest issue I find as a new player is, where the hell am I? And the only way that I can kind of worked out to discover where I am is that I've actually found a compass. If you have a compass and you know where you are, that helps you with direction and orienteering. But in order for that, you must know where you are, and you can't triangulate if you haven't got any idea whatsoever. So the only way to do it, I've found, is as something you would do in real life when you're out tabbing or wherever you are out in the forest, is you would try and find some signposts for a town or a city or any location in the environment that's recognizable, a radio tower, some pylons, a river, a lake, things like that. So that's the way I did it. Behind me, for about 2 miles back, there was a signpost, and by then looking and searching up on this I Survive map, I can work out with the compass roughly where I want to be heading. And I knew from that location that it was going to be about 1.5 miles, 2 miles, in order to be able to get to the military base, which is down here at the bottom of these woods. I've never been to this location before, and I can only imagine that these are the kind of places that many players on the server are going to want to be going to in order to be able to get the Gucci high-powered military technology, the night scopes, night vision, thermal. I don't know if thermal's in it, but I know what night vision is because I've got one in my backpack. Currently, I can't attach it to any of my weapons, and I can't use it as a spotting sight because I don't have a battery, but there it is down there. And maybe we could be a little bit sneaky beaky as we move down here. I don't want to lose this character. I think that, you know, in all intents and purposes, is the catch of DayZ. You send that long with your character, searching around for items. You don't want to get killed and lose everything. So I'm just having a look down there. There is barbed wire down there. I might actually rush down here, get straight to the wall, and then we'll play it by ear. Just getting a sneaky look down there. Obviously, I've got no wire cutters to be able to get through this barbed wire. Again, I don't know if barbed wire cutters are actually in the game. There seems to be the game gets deeper and deeper and more involved the more I actually start looking into it. It looks like we can get in here. Game face on, literally. I'm just going to sneak a little bit in here and just have a look before we rush down to the main compound down there. Because if I was to play on the other side, and let's say I was down there with a couple of my mates, the most perfect position would probably be in one of these warehouses, knowing that other players are going to be coming in. I can see a sledgehammer there. Doesn't mean that nobody has already looted this, because obviously there are up to 100 players on the server. I do wonder if all of a sudden I'm going to hear a subsonic, well, not a subsonic, I'm going to hear the crack of a round and then it's going to be a black screen. The audio on some of the weapons when you fire them is excellent, and the reverberation at distance is like Escape from Tarkov, right? So we've got a ladder to the roof there. Might go up on the roof and get a look down, but that does leave me open to getting popped on that roof because there's no cover. So actually, I don't think that would be tactically advantaged. So let's just get down to this doorway and sneak us way in and have a look and see if there's anybody in there. Knock, knock. Here I come. room clear, and as you can see, there's a bone saw there. Maybe the Saudis haven't been here yet. Oh, ho, ho. Do you know that were disgusting? If you actually looked into it, when the journalist was killed in the Saudi embassy, it was recorded. They held him down on a table and cut him open while he was still alive with a bone saw. Yes, those are the kind of people we're dealing with. And of course, everybody's too scared to do anything about it now because they'll just shut the oil line off, the oil pipes. But anyway, needless to say, when I had my stint before Para, probably 10, maybe 15 years ago, my cadre, once they'd passed P Company, we were told we would be going straight off to Iran. So you tell me what the hell was going on in Iran 15 years ago. That was before it was on the news, before any of this was kicking off. So between me and you, the British Army are out in Iran, and they've been there for a very long time. Right, seems to be pretty clear here, but this is the danger when you get overconfident, running around thinking there's nobody here. That's when you let your guard down. That's when you get around to the back of your head. A few zombies here. I think we're going to have to take care of these guys. Orange vest. You're not a Frenchman, are you? I'll tell you what, lads. If they try and stop Brexit, there will be a revolution and a riot in this country like you have never seen before. And if you know me, knowing you, knowing me, knowing you, knowing you, knowing me, I'll be at the front with the Union Jack, flying it proud. Hey, is that a plate carrier? We've just found a plate carrier. Now, because I've got a assault vest on, can I put this underneath that and get rid of the press vest? I'm just not sure how much you can carry in both of these. Let's just swap that out and see what happens. Looks like it has got slightly less space. Now, you'll see on the left as well in that ballistic vest, as I get my binos back, a little bit of jiggery poker here, there is a yellow container box there. This is another protective case. This is another case of I don't know what this was and what it did, and I had to Google it. Basically, think of this as like your escape from Tarkov case. It just gives you more storage space. So I can put 6 items in there. If I put bullets or anything in there and I get shot, yes, the bullets can damage you and they can explode if they get shot. You can put items in there. I can put a spare scope in there and it won't get damaged, etc., etc. So that's what that protective case is. As you can see, a little bit of jiggery pokery there in the inventory system. So let's get ourselves down here, and there are some more huts over to our left here, further around this corner. Let's hope we can get some military gear, because so far, do you know what? I don't know what I was expecting. Probably a 50 cal Barrett and the ×12 scope, thermal, night vision, Sam Fisher, all the gear. That's probably what I was expecting. Let's get down here. I can see some more compounds. This weapon I've got no ammo. You know, it's just in case anybody from a distance may not see it, rather than killing me instantly. They might think, right, you surrender, I'll surrender. But anybody comes into contact, we are absolutely finished. Got a couple of pairs in my backpack, but throwing that ain't going to do as much good. Right, let's get in here and see what we've got. This is another area we have to be careful. The doors are open, so I presume somebody's been here. And I saw a video online of a camper. And one of his favourite things to do was to come into a place like this, close all the doors, and then he went to the last one and he dropped all his gear near the window. So when the guy comes in, he opens the door, he was sat behind the door, and he blasted him. Now that's pussy play. It is pussy play, but you know what? This is his game as much as it is mine. And maybe, like that, there could be somebody who'd hid behind that right-hand door there, and I'd be dead as soon as I come up to you. The old bait and switch and kill. Right, so we have got some weapons in here, finally, but we haven't got any ammo. We've also got some more binos. I thought that was a suppressor. It's not, but I will take the binos back. And let's head out. A couple of zombies, I think, coming up, and then we'll head up down to that other compound, down at the bottom, and see if we can get anything in there. Let's do this quick. Come here, you bastard. Have some of this. I did think a good while ago that the zombies in this game were just rubbish. There's not enough of them for a start. It's a zombie game, there's hardly any zombies about. But if they do hear a gunfire or they hear you smashing another zombie's head in, they will come chasing for you. And if another zombie sees that zombie, and so forth and so forth. So I think the most I've ever been chased by is probably about 6 of them. But when they're in small numbers like that, you see, you got me there. It's nothing to worry about at this stage. And a lot of people say you should just run away from them, but occasionally there has been the odd body that had 7.62 rounds on it. So it is worth checking them. There we go. Got some rounds there. In fact, they're 7.62. Wow. By the power of Grayskull. We can then go back and get that other gun then, because that is 7.62. Whoa, 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 what have we got here? Bloody scorpion. That'll do. What the? Wow, this was worth it. Now that gun is floating in midair. Does that mean that there was somebody fighting in here? Right, well that makes things interesting. And now we've got 7.62. Maybe we should go back and get that other single round gun that was in the other one. I want to take the sight off this, though. I don't want to lose it on this USG. How do I take the sight unit off? I'll just drag it. Yes, we just drag it. Awesome. So I'm going to bin that. And should we take the Scorpion out the AK? Decisions. Let's take the Scorpion. What rounds does that take? It takes 380 rounds. This is going to be 5.56, I think. Let's go back and get that other gun. Then we've already got some rounds for it, and then we can start head smashing some of these zombies. And hopefully, again, I've got no idea where I should be heading from this location, this position. If anybody knows the best place for me to go to try and get some loot, or even what to do, is it just a matter of just running around and looting, and then what do you do? What's the end game in this? Which is why I feel they need missions. And if you imagine that you had off-road motorbikes, it would give you positioning away to other people, then you would need fuel, and you could create a tent out of it, you know, by putting a tent on the side of it, and I really think all that needs adding to add a lot more life to this game. Right, I've got the gun. Why can't I put the rounds in it? Oh, for God's sake, it's different rounds. Right. They're not going to fit in that gun. And now we're absolutely shabad. Don't tell me I got rid of my pickaxe. Because somebody here needs their head smashing. Well, I think that will probably be the end of this. I don't want to call it an episode because I don't think many people enjoy my DayZ content, as I am a new player, so they're all going to be wanting the highly edited social conflict and combat videos, which it's just not happened. I've just not been there. I don't know enough about the game, where to go, and the mechanics of it all. But thumbs up, subscribe if you made it this far. I am enjoying it, actually. The more I play it, the more I am enjoying it, which is kind of weird because nothing's really happening in the game. But hey ho, c'est la vie. It is what it is. I shall see you in another video coming real soon, and we'll get boots on the ground again here in Chernarus. See you later. Bye-bye.